Let me share with you the I just want to inform you something that next Sunday you're supposed to have uh, the um, uh, the social study monthly exam. Okay, so you can check the announcement. You'll find it on the social study on the LMS, and it will be online, of course. The exam will start from 9 a.m. till the end of the day. It's only 1 hour. It will cover not all the units that we have studied. Yes, it will contain the lessons of the alternative fuels, but it will cover to the nuclear fuel power only. Its advantage, disadvantage, usage, and the problem. You can depend on the PowerPoint that I'm uploading on the LMS each lesson, so no need to study from the book at all. And you can, as I told you, you can check the announcement on the page of the social study. Okay, today, yes, I know that we have studied this thing yesterday at the school, but just to do extra exercise, and the other people who didn't attend it to understand it. One of the plot devices, it means that one of the tools that the author uses in their in his writing is two devices, or very important devices, which are the situational irony and the foreshadowing. Situational irony and the foreshadowing. Foreshadowing we have studied before. What do I mean of foreshadowing? It means that the author is giving you some hints or clues in the beginning of the story, or at the beginning of any situation, in order to help you predict what's going to happen. That's why we said it's shadow. It comes the word shadow. Shadow, you can see a figure on the ground or on the wall, but you do not detect for whom is that. You can predict, but it is not clear for you for whom is this shadow. The same thing for the foreshadowing. It's one of the plot devices the author used, and he gives you some hints, some clues about what is going to happen later on. So it helps you to predict what's going on. Situation irony. This is a new plot or a new device, and here the situation irony. It is something that happens against all our expectation. It's like a surprise. Why did they call it irony? Because when you know the unexpected thing that happened, your impression or your feeling will be like, what? I can't believe that, really? And you keep like laughing. No way, I didn't expect that this is going to happen. This would be your emotion, your reaction, or your feeling toward the thing. So again, one more time, the foreshadowing, giving hints or clues during the story that help you predict what's going to happen, where the situation irony, something unexpected beyond your expectation is happening in the story. People who didn't attend yesterday, and this is your first time to learn about this, any question about the difference between them? I'm talking about Amira, Hannah, Judy, Mahmoud, Noor, Zainab. Any question about the difference?
I didn't understand. I didn't understand it.
You didn't understand?
No.
You didn't understand. Right. Let's take the first one as an example, because I believe that the examples will show you the difference well. Okay? Now, can you read number one? Noor, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, read number one.
Kyle is in love with Sydney. He prepares a special dinner. He goes to the jewelry store and makes a special purchase. When he arrives home, he waits patiently for Sydney, but he keeps looking at the ring he bought.
Thank you very much. Now, did the author tell you anything about Kyle's intentions? What he thinking about, or what he's going to do?
Yes.
لا he did the author tell you clearly that Kyle is going to do 1, 2, 3?
No.
No. Thank you. But what's your expectation? What did you predict from this situation? Preparing a special dinner, going to the jewelry store, buying a very expensive ring, and then waiting for Sydney, the one whom he is in love, and looking at the ring. So, can you predict what's going to happen?
They're going on a date.
Okay, what's going to happen about the date? He gave her a ring, a very expensive ring.
Uh, what will happen? I don't know.
Okay, he's a man in love with a woman, and he brought a very expensive ring, and he prepared for a very special dinner.
You
So,
want to
huh?
marry her?
Thank you. That's it. That's it. He is going to propose to her. He's going to ask her to marry him. So, this is the one of the plot devices. Which one of them? Foreshadowing or the situational irony?
Again, miss?
Which one of them? In this passage, he gave you clues and hints that makes you predict that he's going to ask her for marriage, right?
Right.
So we call this foreshadowing. We
Okay.
call this foreshadowing. So the first device here is foreshadowing. Why? Because he gives us some clues, some hints that makes the reader predict that he's going to propose to her or ask her for marriage. So here is the answer. This is foreshadowing. The reader sees all of the preparation Kyle has made, and he expects him to propose to Sydney, mean to ask her for marriage. So this is the meaning of foreshadowing, giving you hints and clues in the passage that let you predict what's going to happen. What about situational irony? The situational irony that you are going to discover something unexpected, beyond your expectation. You'll just write, you will make your mouth open and say, what? I don't believe that this happened. I didn't expect that at all. Let us first choose someone to read the second passage and discuss it. We'll discuss together what plot device is used here. Okay, Judy? جودي عم okay زينب زينب Zainab, are you here or not? Yes, okay, of course you cannot.
Yes, she's answering in the chat.
Who's talking? Zina? Mahmoud
Zina.
Asam. Okay,
Yes.
let's just, I need some people who didn't attend yesterday. Mahmoud Asam?
Yes.
Okay. Can you read number 2? Now, did you understand what the meaning of foreshadowing?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to number 2.
Sydney يقصد كي يكفيك.
Yes, you are still in the same story.
الجوي شكون كي لكن يفيك the Mandarin knows all about the wind. The story got a shipment that included some fake diamonds and was something else. The Mandarin says the money you gave you was counterfeit.
Was counterfeit. Did you understand what happened here?
Yeah.
Yes, what happened?
He go to the jewelry store to get back his money and say that the ring is fake.
Yes.
He goes to the manager,
The manager of the store.
and the manager knows that the ring is fake.
Mm-hmm. Not only this, also the manager told him that the money that he gave to them when he paid for the ring, when Kyle paid for the ring, the money was counterfeit. It means the money was fake too. The money was fake too. It wasn't real money. Did you expect that?
No.
So, in this passage, what's happening is beyond your expectation. Something unexpected totally. Number one, to discover that the ring is fake. Number two, to discover that the manager of the store already knows that the ring was fake because the shipment that they got from outside included some fake diamonds, so they have to use it. And what was also beyond the expectation, that the money that Kyle paid was fake money too. So what do we call, what's device used here? Is this foreshadowing or situational irony?
Irony.
That's right. This is situational irony, where the here is the answer. Yes, the reader does not expect to learn that the diamond seller already knew that he was selling a fake diamond, or the money that Kyle paid was counterfeit, was unreal money, or was fake money. Again, any question if you still do not know how to recognize the difference between foreshadowing and situational irony? Zainab, Noor?
Easy.
Easy. Okay, Judy, Hannah?
No,
Okay.
Miss, it's easy.
Easy, okay. So let's take your turn, Hannah. You're number 3.
Okay. Kyle goes to his boss at the FBI and tells her about the counterfeit money. His boss knows about the money. She tells Kyle, place the counterfeit money in your wallet to see if you could spot it. You failed to spot it, so we are suspending you from your job.
What happened here?
The boss knows about the fake money.
Yes. Now the boss of the Kyle is so this means that Kyle is working. Where is he working in?
The FBI.
Ah, yes. So he is like an agent in the FBI, and he told his boss about the counterfeit money. And what was the surprise?
What was what?
Yes. What was the surprise here?
That the boss knows about the money.
Yeah, that's right. Not only the boss. Who else? Ah, no, not here. Sorry. Okay. And she told Kyle that they put this fake money or this counterfeit money in his wallet to see if he could spot it, if he could recognize the counterfeit money. But actually he failed to recognize the money. So that's why they have suspended. It means that he had been fired from his job. Now, what is the device used here? Is it foreshadowing or situational irony? And explain it.
No, it's situational irony.
Yes, okay. Why? Explain it.
Because the boss knows about the money, and Kyle was suspended.
So something unexpected or beyond our expectation happened. Excellent. It's situational irony, and the reader did not expect that the entire incident was a test from the FBI boss. All they think was that they were testing Kyle only if they can spot of the or recognize the counterfeit money. Thank you, Hannah. Let's try with someone. Okay. I'm afraid to ask Muhammad Itribi, can you answer or not? Muhammad Itribi. Muhammad? No, Muhammad. Okay. No mic. Okay. Hassan.
Yes.
Now, are you ready to answer number 4, or are you just you'll use your shoulder like yesterday?
Kyle tells Sydney about this. Should I read or just answer?
Yes, read, of course.
Kyle tells Sydney about his suspension. It turned out that Sydney knows about it. She has been working for the FBI all along without Kyle knowing it. These difficulties he's been facing are all part of an FBI program to see how well agents handle stress. He has passed because he stayed cool. Kyle still wants to know, will she marry him? The answer is yes.
So what is he getting about? So what's happened here in this passage?
Something unexpected happened
Which is
that she accepted marrying him.
no. Not only no, this is not the unexpected thing that happened. The unexpected thing that happened that Sydney has been working for the FBI all along without Kyle knowing it. What do you think?
Yes.
And these difficulties he has been facing, all those problems that he has been facing, are all part of an FBI program. They were using the program with him to only test him, any agent, to test if he can handle any stress or not. So
Yes.
this is foreshadowing or situational irony.
Situational irony.
Yeah, that's right. This is situational irony. Here's the answer. The reader, no, this one, sorry. Yes, situation irony. The reader does not expect that Sydney was an FBI agent and involved in the test. She was part of the test that had been made for Kyle. Before we move to the next exercise, yes, any question? Any question? Sure.
No.
Okay, طيب. Zina. Zina, number the same thing.
Yes.
This is a new story, or it's like a passage, and it is divided into 6 parts. Each part we are going to read it and to discover or identify which type of plot device the author used here. So read.
Steve is a computer nerd in the 1970s. At this time, the only people who have computers work for big companies or the government. Steve wants to sell computers to individuals for personal use. He brings his idea to the bank to get a loan. Your idea is ridiculous. The bankers tell Steve. Why would an individual ever want a personal computer?
Yes. Now, do you know which Steve are we talking about?
So it's
Again?
I don't know.
Does anyone knows who's Steve we are talking about here? Steve Jobs. Do you know Steve
Maybe
Jobs?
something who-
Have you heard about Steve Jobs before? La, no way. Anyone have heard about Steve Jobs before? You can search it. While you are working with me, search just write Steve Jobs, he will appear to you. He's the most famous one in the computer field. He was
yes.
a very, very rich man. He already had died, of course, unfortunately. But he was just, the first one who has found for us the Windows that we are using in running our laptops and computer. Did you get him? Did you know him now? So he's speaking again?
Yes.
Ah, yes. So this is Steve, a computer nerd. He is very obsessed with computer in the 70s. And he's telling you that people during this time, they work for big companies or the government. So he wanted to sell computers to individuals. And computers were using only in the companies only or the government. Now he thought about selling the computers for individuals, and each one should have a computer at his home for personal use only. So he brings his idea to the bank to get a loan. He wants to borrow money from the bank, but the bank said that this idea is ridiculous. Why would an individual ever want a personal computer? Now, what device was used here?
Situational irony.
Why?
Because it's unexpected.
What's the unexpected thing?
When his boss or the bank boss tells him that it is not it is ridiculous, and why why would an individual.
Actually, we have something here that you are thinking with your mind during this time. But if you went back during the time of the 70s, you will think the same way. Why should a person have a computer at home? We use a computer to finish our jobs only. What's the personal use for that reason we are going to need a personal computer at our home. So the idea will be so weird or awkward already. The plot device that's used here actually is foreshadowing. Why? Because he tells us here that Steve is a computer nerd, so he was obsessed with the computer, and he gave us here a clue that these things are not going to stop him. Do you think that these things are going to stop him? No. Of course, he will fight for this thing. And you have to use your background about knowing Steve Jobs already. This man had succeeded in his field. So of course the first problem that met him when he was young didn't stop him. So the clues here, the reader here knows that this rejection will not stop Stephen Jobs, and he's going to search or look in another direction in order to achieve his dream that he has reached already. So the type of device used here is foreshadowing, and the reader knows that this rejection will point Steve in another direction to accomplish his dream. Why I'm doing this? Yes, maybe Zena, if we don't know Steve Jobs, I can predict that this is a situational irony, but we already know Steve Jobs, and we know that he has achieved his dream and more. So that's why he's telling you that the reader already know that this accident didn't stop him. It make him find another direction in order to accomplish his dream. Okay, or not convinced?
No. Okay.
Okay. Number 2, Ranim? I showed. Okay.
Okay. Without no help from the bank, Steve still manages to start his company. His personal computer prototype is small, has no screen, and has less computing power than a toaster. Nevertheless, the company is a success. It sells thousands of the personal computers.
What happened here?
Irony, situational irony.
A situation irony. Why?
Because no one like me, I didn't expect that the company would be successful.
Yes, because without the help from the bank, Steve started his company of making personal computer. He made his personal computer prototype. The prototype, it's like a sample that the companies use it in order to make the whole models following this prototype. So this prototype was small and it has no screen. It has less computing power than a toaster. It means its power was very, very weak. It was weaker than a toaster. You know, a toaster at your home? The same with the computer. Nevertheless, but on the other side, the company is a success. It sells thousands of the personal computer. So this is something is unexpected for us, because when he said that this prototype was small, has no screen, it has less power, I expected that it would not succeed. But actually, this company succeeded, and not only this, it also sells thousands of the personal computer. So here we have situational irony, because the reader would not expect a computer with no screen, with no computing power to become a success like this. Okay, number 3, Iman. Haneen, I will show you number 5. Okay, I need you just to write what's the device is used here. Just write the device, and the explanation I let someone to explain. So you just write the device.
Yes, miss.
Number 3, Iman.
Steve keeps making personal computers. Over time, the computers get more sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
The company started making billions of dollars. It turns out that Steve is Steve Jobs, and his company is Apple Computer.
Mm-hmm. What is here the device?
It's uh, it's not shadowing. The other word,
Situational
yeah,
irony. Say it.
situational irony.
Yeah, that's right. Why it is a situational irony?
Because nothing is unexpected.
Nothing is unexpected.
I mean, like nothing. Like I expected that he would like have a job and make a company.
No, let me explain for you the passage. He keeps making personal computers. Now he succeeded in making personal computer and selling thousands of them. Over time, the computers get more sophisticated. It means that it becomes more professional. The company starts making millions of dollars. He's still winning. It turns out to discover, this is the surprise, that Steve here in this story is Steve Jobs. I have told you from the beginning that he was a Steve Jobs, but you're supposed to discover this in this part of the passage. This Steve that we are talking about is Steve Jobs, and his company is Apple Computer. The company that we are talking about is Apple Computer that made that people now are holding their phones and laptops from his company. So here, this is a surprise for you or not? Supposed to be a surprise or not?
No, it's not.
Why, man? It's a surprise. He's telling you this is Steve, it's Steve Jobs, and this company is the Apple Computer.
But he said in the beginning, Steve.
I told you that this is Steve is Steve Jobs. I'm the one who told you, not the passage. Hello, Iman. I'm the one who told you.
Yeah, I know, but in the beginning it says Steve.
It's a name. Anyone named Steve. And then we have only 1 minute. So number 3, situational irony. The reader is surprised to learn that this Steve of the story is actually Steve Jobs, and this company is the Apple Computer that all of us know. I just want to check, Haneen, if you have answered or not, because I don't think we will have number 4. I will let number 4 for you to be 4 and 6 to be your homework. Haneen, have you written the answer or not? I just to let you go to your session. You didn't? You didn't? Okay, now it was number 5, right? Steve leaves Apple and starts other companies. Steve is fairly satisfied with his new companies, but he still misses Apple. Then, years after he was fired, Apple comes back to him. Apple wants him to head the company once again. So here it's situation iron too, because here we didn't expect that that he's going to gain back or give back his company and to lead it again. Okay, that's the end. Thank you very much. Check your LMS. You'll find the recorded session, of course, and the answers for the question that we have answered now. 4, 5, and 6 supposed to be your homework, inshallah. Thank you, and meet you tomorrow. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.